Welcome back to our interactive quizzes. Get ready for intriguing questions from Section 2, Florida License Law and Qualification for Licensure. Let's put your real estate knowledge to the test. Here's the question for you. If an applicant makes an error on the license application, the license may be denied if the error is not corrected. What is the exception to this rule? Option A. The error was accidental. B. The applicant was not notified of the error within the designated time period. C. The application was from a licensed sales associate applying for a broker's license. D. The error was not in regard to civil or criminal offenses. Alright, now I am going to give you some time to think about the options, and then we will reveal the correct answer together. Good luck. I hope you have made your selection. Now, let's find out if your answer is correct or not. So the correct answer for this question is B. The applicant was not notified of the error within the designated time period. An agency may not deny a license for failure to correct an error or omission or to supply additional information unless the agency timely notified the applicant within this 30-day period. Alright. Question number 2. Which Florida statute or code covers the Commission's administrative rules that include detailed principles for real estate practice? Here are your options. A. Chapter 61J2. B. Chapter 20. C. Chapter 475. D. Chapter 455. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the correct statute or code that pertains to the Commission's administrative rules. Okay, time's up. I hope you have already made your selection. Let's find out the correct answer now. And the correct answer is Option A, Chapter 61J2. This chapter is the Florida Real Estate Commission's administrative rules pursuant to Chapter 120 that include detailed principles for real estate practice. It is an expansion of the Chapter 475 provisions. Question number 3. Harold filed his application for sales associate licensure 31 days ago. To date, he has not heard if his application has been approved or not. What is the status of Harold's application? A. It is still pending approval until 60 days have passed. B. It is still pending approval until 90 days have passed. C. It is automatically approved because 30 days have passed. D. It is automatically denied because 30 days have passed. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the time frame for Harold's application status. When you're ready, make your selection. Okay, now let's unveil the correct answer together. So the correct answer is B. It is still pending approval until 90 days have passed. Any application for a license which is not approved or denied within the 90-day or shorter time period, within 15 days after conclusion of a public hearing held on the application, or within 45 days after a recommended order is submitted to the agency and the parties, whichever action and time frame is latest and applicable, is considered approved. Let's move on to the next question. And the question is, which Florida statute establishes real estate licensees' legal rights and responsibilities? A. Chapter 455. B. Chapter 475. C. Chapter 120. D. Chapter 61J2. You know what to do. Think about the correct statute that governs real estate licensees' rights and responsibilities. When you're ready, make your selection. Alright, time's up. So the correct answer for this question is B. Chapter 475. Yup, that's right. The legislature deems it necessary in the interest of the public welfare to regulate real estate brokers, sales associates, and schools in this state. Question number 5. Lisa is a full-time graduate student in an appraising degree program at the University of South Florida. All of Lisa's appraisal activities are being supervised by Ken, who is a licensed real estate broker. What type of license must Lisa have to perform the appraisal activities she is involved in? A. Sales associate license. B. Appraiser license. C. Broker associate license. D. No license. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the appropriate license Lisa needs for her appraisal activities. When you're ready, make your selection. I hope you have made your selection. So the correct answer is D. No license. Any full-time graduate student who is enrolled in a commission-approved degree program in appraising at a college or university in this state, if the student is acting under the direct supervision of a licensed broker or a licensed or certified appraiser and is engaged only in appraisal activities related to the approved degree program. Okay, next one. The question is, which of the following real estate services can legally be offered by someone not licensed as a real estate broker, broker associate, or sales associate? And here are your options. A. An individual negotiating a sale of real property. B. A property management firm paying a $200 referral fee to an unlicensed apartment tenant. C. An apartment complex owner's employee working from an off-site office. D. An individual renting properly licensed public lodging. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the real estate services that do not require a real estate license. When you're ready, make your selection. Let's reveal the correct answer now. So the correct answer is D. An individual renting properly licensed public lodging. Any person, partnership, corporation, or other legal entity which, for another and for compensation or other valuable consideration, rents or advertises for rent, for transient occupancy, any public lodging establishment licensed under Chapter 509. Here's the seventh question for you. Florida Sales Associate educational requirements include A. 75 hours of FRC-approved courses. B. 55 hours of post-licensing coursework prior to initial license expiration. C. 14 hours of continuing education every 2 years. D. 2-year college degree in real estate. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the educational requirements for a Florida sales associate. When you're ready, make your selection. Okay, the correct answer is C. 14 hours of continuing education every 2 years. The renewal application for an active license as broker, broker associate, or sales associate shall include proof satisfactory to the Commission that the licensee has, since the issuance or renewal of her or his current license, satisfactorily completed at least 14 classroom hours of 50 minutes each of a continuing education course during each biennium of a license period, as prescribed by the Commission. Well, that was a pretty easy question. Dolphin School of Real Estate also offers the 14 hours continuing education course. So make sure you go and check out our website dolphinschoolofrealestate.com and enroll in our classes. Okay, next question for you. Florida broker pre-license requirements include A. Passing the broker exam with a score of 60%. B. 3 years of real estate experience during the previous 5 years. C. Holding a Florida sales associate license for previous 12 months. D. 72 hours of pre-licensing coursework. Think about the pre-license requirements for a Florida broker. When you're ready, make your selection. Now, let's reveal the correct answer together. And the correct answer is D. 72 hours of pre-licensing coursework. The course or courses required for one to become initially licensed shall not exceed a total of 63 classroom hours of 50 minutes each, inclusive of examination, for a sales associate, and 72 classroom hours of 50 minutes each, inclusive of examination, for a broker. Well, that was yet another easy question. Now, let's move on to the next question. And the question is: to meet the continuing education requirements for either a sales associate or a broker, what can a licensee substitute for 3 classroom hours of coursework? A. Attendance at a legal agenda session of the Commission. B. An approved course on real estate issues relevant to the modern practice of real estate by a licensee. C. An approved course on technology used in the real estate industry. D. Any of the above. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the options available for substituting 3 classroom hours of coursework. When you're ready, make your selection. I hope you have your answers ready. Let's find out what the correct answer is. Well, the correct answer in this context is going to be D. Any of the above. That's correct. A licensee can indeed substitute 3 classroom hours of coursework with any of the mentioned options, including attendance at a legal agenda session of the Commission, an approved course on relevant real estate issues, or an approved course on technology used in the real estate industry. Well, we have reached to the end of the question from Section 2, Florida License Law and Qualifications for Licensure. Here's the final question for you. A broker's post-license education requirement includes: A. Passing end-of-course exam. B. 72 classroom hours of coursework. C. 60 hours of coursework within 30 days of initial license expiration. D. 14 classroom hours every 2 years. Take your time to carefully consider the question. Think about the post-license education requirement for brokers. When you're ready, make your selection. I hope you have made your selection. So the correct answer is A. Passing end-of-course exam. The Commission may prescribe a post-licensure education requirement in order for a person to maintain a valid broker's license, which shall not exceed 60 classroom hours of 50 minutes each, inclusive of examination, prior to the first renewal following initial licensure. Well, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed taking the quiz. Thank you for joining us today. We have much more exciting contents for you all. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We will see you in the next one.